Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's Sarzars here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to remove a bolt that is stuck in your rotor. And as you can see, I'm going through these holes, and that one right there, the one that you can see in the video, was a bolt that was actually broken off and is now stuck. And there's many ways that people take these off, and the one I'm going to show you is probably one of the easiest. And all you're going to need is a lift, a ratchet to take the wheel bolts off. You're gonna need a drill, and on top of everything I'm gonna show you this really cool kit, and it's basically a bolt that goes into a hole that you drill into the bolt that's stuck, and once you place that thing in, it reverses and you take it off with a wrench. So I'll go ahead and show you all the tools that are needed in this video, and on top of everything, I'll try to be as detailed as possible to help you out in your situation if you ever happen to go through this in the future. In this video, I'm going to specifically do this on a 2003 BMW Z4. Although the entire process is relatively the same, the only thing that's going to vary is where exactly you might have to jack your car and what size socket do you need to remove your bolts. In order to get this done, you're going to have to use a torque wrench with a 17mm socket, in particular to this car and as well as many other BMWs. And you're just going to want to loosen the bolts before you jack the car up and entirely remove them, as well as the wheel. If you don't have a torque wrench, I highly recommend that you do, and I'll also provide a link to that in the description below. But it makes the entire process of removing the lug nuts very easy, and because it is a torque wrench, once you tighten the bolts, you get to tighten it specifically the way it's meant to be, and you won't over tighten it or make some tighter than others or potentially break off a bolt like it happened in this video. With all of that said behind, the first thing you're going to have to do to begin this is to simply loosen the bolts on your wheel with the torque wrench and the 17mm socket. You just want to loosen the bolts so once you jack the car up, you can remove the wheel, and you don't want to remove the wheel while the car isn't jacked at this point. Once the bolts are loose, go ahead and look for the appropriate spot on your car to have it jacked and simply jack it up with your jack. A lot of jacks there, you guys, but it's very simple. Just simply do it until you have no problem taking the wheel off. Once you have the wheel removed, you're going to go ahead and simply use your drill with the appropriate sized bit to go ahead and drill a hole into that bolt that has broken off. Now, when you first start this, you want to be very gentle with it, and you don't want to go full speed. You want to take it easy and start getting some traction going. And once you have a hole starting to form, you can go ahead and go at a faster speed. But as always, just go slowly at first to make sure that you make it as straight as possible to ensure the best results. Once you drilled a hole that was deep enough, you're going to go ahead and use your extractor screw. You're going to place it in the hole, and as you can see in this video, I'm hitting it with a hammer, and you just want to do that to get it as in as possible. And once you think it's at a very good level, go ahead and use your wrench. And with your wrench, you're going to simply tighten it and be able to grab the very end of it. And then you're just going to twist it off. And it's going to be counterclockwise, and you should be able to get the bolt out. And I remember when I was taking this bolt out, it was such a satisfying feeling to know that I was taking it off. And it was a relatively easy thing to do with this. Once again, you are able to see the bolt that was taken off, and you can tell how it just simply broke off. But with that extractor tool, the power drill, the lift, and everything else, it was very easy to do. And once you're at this point, you're just going to simply go ahead and put the wheel back and use a new lug nut to replace the one that was broken off. I'll have a video here on how to put the wheel back, but from here on out, it's pretty much self-explanatory. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it helps you out in your situation. If you have this problem, I definitely recommend the tools I've mentioned before, as well as that extractor kit. And if you don't have this problem, It's also nice to just get these tools anyway, so just that if something like that happens in the future, you don't have to drive there or mess with shipping times. It'll be nice and easy, and you'll have everything ready to prevent yourself from driving with a wheel that has a couple of broken lug nuts. So once again, you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good one. Peace.